Okay, I'm just going to say this before we even get started. If you're a director and you're working on or you're thinking about doing a horror movie and doing it in the found footage style, for the love of fucking Christ, please don't do it. Okay? This style of filmmaking ran its course fucking 15 years ago. Just stop it. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV, and okay, tonight we're talking about a movie called The Curse of Aurore, all right? But listen, I knew I wasn't going to like this movie as soon as I saw the trailer, all right? Fuck. I get it, okay? You know, no budget, low budget, I get it, okay? So let's shoot it found footage so we can save a whole shit ton of money on you know, first and second and third shots and expensive cameras. I'll be honest, I have had enough of this style and genre of horror movie. It is right there. This movie is right there with Strain 100, the zombie movie that never should have fucking been. This is the paranormal movie ripoff that never should have been. This is a paint by numbers movie. You know when you go into the dollar store and you're looking around, you know, and you come across in the kids section these paints, you know, the paint by numbers where all the number ones get painted brown, all the number fours get painted purple. That's exactly this fucking movie, okay? It is a paint by numbers right down to the three people who star in this movie. You've got the over-domineering female lead. You've got the cameraman who's on board with the project at the beginning, and then about halfway through, you know, he turns against everybody. And then you've got the third person, and I'm going to give you 2 seconds. What do you think the third person's character is in this style of movie? Just think. Probably right. The annoying asshole, okay? That's it. It's paint by numbers. Yes, this movie revolves around a little girl that actually got murdered in the 1920s, okay? But they could have gone anywhere and picked 10 different fucking stories or real life events involving stuff of this nature and stuck their hand in a hat and pulled this out and then just filmed around it. Like, it's paint by numbers. It's paint by numbers. It's got one or two, you know, scary jump scenes. It's got, you know, the things that happen off camera that we've seen 1,000 fucking times that the cast finally sees in the end. It's Paranormal Activity. That's all this fucking movie is. It's a ripoff. I don't know what number it is, Paranormal Activity, but the one that has the Coven of Witches in it. You know, it's got they go to the town. I'll read you the synopsis quick. A thumb drive from the dark web reveals disturbing footage documenting 3 American filmmakers on a script writing trip to rural Quebec. Okay, well, listen, very quickly, Lena, Aaron, and Kevin are, again, 3 filmmakers. They're looking for something to kind of, you know, get their juices flowing. So they go to Lena's. It's a relative's. I don't know if it's her cousin's place or an uncle or something, or her parents. I'm not sure. But in Quebec, the house is unoccupied. So they go there to kind of, you know, the 3 of them get together so they can think of stories to write so they can get back into the filmmaking thing, right? Because they're going through a funk. So they use this story that actually happened in this town of this Aurore girl that died and got murdered by her mother and her father in the 1920s when I think she was 18. So that's what they do. Now, okay, when they get to the house, you know, immediately it's the paint by numbers, you know, supposedly creepy stuff. Like you see a face in the window, or sorry, not in the window, but in the mirror for like a second. You know, there may or may not be an image or a figure standing in a dark doorway. It's like, come on, you know what I mean? And then the other thing that I laughed. There's so many moments in this movie where I just shook my fucking head. And if I wasn't doing a review on this movie, I would have shut it off. They're at this girl's, like, you know, they're trying to build a story here. Like, honestly, this is like, God honest, a 10-minute short film, okay? With an hour and 20 minutes of fucking filler, okay? So anyways, as part of the story, Lena takes the two guys to go see the actual gravesite. So they're at the gravesite filming this, and then just out of nowhere, okay, just strolling through the fucking graveyard, do-do-do-do-do, is Chantel, Lena's old friend from oh so long ago. And they're like, oh my God, Chantel, what are you doing? I haven't seen you in so long. Well, first of all, why are you just strolling through the fucking graveyard? Like, it's, you have to watch this scene. It's so fucking stupid. And it gets even better because let's keep the plot moving just because Chantel's uncle or father or grandfather actually lives in the house where Aurore was fucking murdered. Oh, what are the fucking odds? So let's go there and meet the granddad and he can tell the story of all the weird shit that goes on here. And, you know, they're filming all this too on a handy cam. And do you think they're allowed to go into Aurore's room? Oh no, can't do that. Why? Just because. Just because. Let's add to the fucking story. Oh, then they're going, Chantel says, oh, you should go to this fucking house in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? Which is her granddad's house. So they're going to meet her. So the first night they go to meet her, they get lost. It's a narrow, straight road and they get lost. And for no reason other than supposedly seeing a figure out in the cornfield, they slide into the fucking ditch, the snowy ditch, and they can't get out. So they have to walk to this fucking house that wasn't there 10 seconds ago in any of the shots where they're driving down the road. And hey, sure enough, the only house that they run into is a woman who can read tarot cards or whatever they're called. And what does she do? She picks out 3 fucking death cards. Why? Just because. Like, it's so paint by numbers. The entirety of the second act of this movie didn't even need to be in there. You could have taken out the whole second act of this movie and it wouldn't have made a fuck bit of difference in the outcome of this movie. None. And then Aaron, like I said, he's the guy that's on board and he's, you know, let's make a movie and let's get and then as soon as something weird happens, he's the one that turns against everybody. It's like he doesn't believe it. They sit down, Lena and Kevin sit down and go through the footage and they see all this weird shit that happened. And they try and show Aaron, and Aaron doesn't believe it. So he goes up to his room, and then when he comes down and he actually does believe it, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He doesn't want to make a horror movie with stuff that's right there on film, even though that's why they fucking went here in the first place, was to get ideas to write a fucking film. Now he just wants to leave. Why? Just because. Just because it's the movie, and we're supposed to accept it. Oh, and then you've got the crazy town folks. Let me tell you something. They try filming inside a variety store, inside a church, and every time the town folks see them, they freak out because they're being filmed, okay? And then one of the shots, of course it happens right next to the house that they're staying in. There's like 30 town folks that go into this house next door every night. Well, gee, I don't know. Let me put 2 and 2 together. Oh, hold on, sorry. Number 3 gets painted red. The townsfolks are going to be in on the ending. Geez, I don't know. Let's see. There was a mysterious fucking picture in this box that the YouTuber from Mindseed had at the beginning in this dark web that showed a body hanging over another body, bleeding on it, with all these people standing. I don't know. Is that the town folks? Is that what's going to happen at the end of the movie? Holy fuck, look. We're only 4 minutes into this movie and I already figured the fucking ending out. Like, come on. Anyways. Oh, just stop. And then to make it even worse, it's fucking this handycam bullshit. Listen, if you're a director and you're doing fucking handycam, you're going to go this style of found footage. Handycams don't do this squiggly blip fucking bullshit that this movie has, and so do a million other of these movies. It doesn't do that. I've owned handycams back in the VHS days. I've owned like all sorts of handycam, digital one. They don't do this scratchy fucking blip thing over and over and over again like this fucking movie does. And it it doesn't do it. But why does it do it? Because it's a horror movie. And I'll tell you why, because number 7 gets painted yellow. That, like, anyways, I'm done. This movie, I'm gonna, for a rating out of 10, I'll give it a 3. Okay, I think I can't even say the idea there because it's a complete ripoff of Paranormal, but the effort was there. There were a few special effects in this movie that I did appreciate because it was shot on a Handycam, okay? But it's nothing you couldn't pull off, you know, using Adobe Premiere or something like that. Like YouTubers do it all the time on, like, go to Film Riot. You'll see exactly how the special effects were done in this movie. Like, I get it, low budget, you know, let's make a movie, we have this, I understand that. But, I mean, it's a paint by numbers movie. Surely you could have written something a little more original. Like, it's the Paranormal Activity with the Coven of Witches in it. Whatever that fucking number was, that's what this movie pretty much is. Scary ghost girl, you know, cult fucking demonic fucking worshipping townsfolks. That's it. Oh. Number 8 gets painted green. Like, come on. Anyways, Curse of Aurore, it's out now. Go watch it. If you think I'm over-exaggerating, go watch the movie. As I say with all the movies, just go watch it. Go watch it, and then come back here and tell me I'm wrong, or tell me I'm over-exaggerating. Yeah, I know, the effort was put in, but this Handycam bullshit has to stop, and this is so unoriginal, it blew my mind. Anyways, Curse of Aurore, out now. If you've seen it, chime in, let me know what you think. If you haven't, please go rent it so you can see I'm not over-exaggerating. Or maybe I am, I don't know. If I am, come back and tell me I am, okay? But either way, it's out now. Let me know what you thought, guys, and until next time, stay scared.